Several doctors are working to build a new stem cell transplant program in Augusta for kids, which could be a great solution for many families in the CSRA. Here's the story.
Within 5 minutes of his pediatrician, who'd never met him in Augusta, seeing him, she was like, I think he may have leukemia.
Alex Oliver's son, Lucas, is a fighter. After the Olivers moved to North Augusta in 2017, the family received news nobody wants to hear. Lucas has leukemia.
We were at the Children's Hospital of Georgia about every week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. Of course, those were like clinic visits to get chemo and to get counts checked.
Lucas has had his good days and bad at the Children's Hospital of Georgia, but eventually his time there would come to an end.
They told us, you know, the treatments that we need to give you, we just don't do here. So there was a possibility of bone marrow transplant. There was a possibility of immunotherapy called CAR-T. And that was when Dr. Ring at the hospital reached out to MUSC.
Lucas received a bone marrow transplant at the Medical University of South Carolina in Charleston. His mom donated her stem cells for the procedure. Dr. Amir Mian is the new chief of pediatric hematology and oncology at the Medical College of Georgia. He's looking to bring stem cell or bone marrow transplants to CHOG.
For example, leukemia and lymphoma, stem cell transplant obviously is the only option.
Mian believes by starting a transplant program in Augusta, a big burden would be lifted from families who must travel long distances for treatment.
We plan to have the BMT, or the bone marrow transplant program, located in the Children's Hospital with children's pediatric specific trained personnel, but a lot of additional support in terms of laboratory and regulatory support is going to be coming from the Georgia Cancer Center.
Mian says there's a lot of work to do to start the program, but things are looking promising.
Our meetings have already started. We've started gathering all the moving parts. Once we have all the integral parts as well as the regulatory parts completed, we expect maybe in about a year or so we should have a program up and running.
As for Lucas, he went in for several biopsies today in Charleston and is doing well. To keep up with him, go to this story on WJBF.com.